Yo, what's going on? This try again. What's going on? This Tre Hendrix here in the Tre Hendrix Podcast. I got a special guest. I'll allow him to introduce himself. Or
Yeah, what's good, bro? It's WIIM the musician, aka the Sun Boy. We out here, man. Thanks for having me, dog.
hey, no problem, man. I'm glad you came on. I'm actually surprised too, because you have a pretty big following, and I was like, damn, you want to come on the pod? That's tight.
It just comes with doing it for a long time, bro. But you gotta like never forget where you came from. You know what I mean? And
Hey,
I
no,
heard about you. I heard about you before too. I think that Maserati thing actually kind of helped out too, right? I saw that you was
yeah,
there with him, right?
yeah. He's the homie. He's the homie.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out Maserati. But yeah, man, it's good to be here, man. For real.
Hey, facts. And Noah was the one who told me about you or whatever. And he's like,
Noah
oh, my homie
Alvarez.
Wim. Yeah, Alvarez.
Bro, that's my boy. Like from high school, we used to play football together. So shout out Noah Alvarez, my Mike and I. That's what's
Oh,
up.
facts. You went to Villa Park?
Went to Villa Park, dog. Spartans all day.
Oh, okay. I went to Catella. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Okay. I don't think you were in our division, but
Oh, nah,
we
we,
played
we
him.
we sucked by the time you were there, probably.
So you was down there with Orange High and all them, or what?
We were with who were we playing? We were played against Anaheim High, Loera High, just like all the other Anaheim schools, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Magnolia, Savannah.
Yeah, for me it was Villa Park, Canyon, El Medina, Foothill came down to our bracket. Edison somehow came down to our bracket. Tustin and all them, but yeah, that's a ways back now.
Nah, cause I went to what game did I go to? I went to when Villa Park went to CIF and they played Edison at Angel
that,
Stadium. Where
that was
was
my
that
senior
after you
year.
graduated or you were there? Oh, okay.
That was my senior year. Yep, we
Oh,
went to
word?
Angel Stadium, dog. Shout out to A. Yeah, it was tight. It was tight. We lost, but that was the best L I ever took, right there.
No, yeah, I was there watching. That was pretty cool because I had some homies that went there and they were like, "Oh, let's go to the game, or whatever." So, I
Yeah,
went.
yeah, it was packed. It was cool, man. It was like my 15 minutes of fame. It was cool.
Right, so that was like high school. Were you making music then, or were we just all like athlete at the time?
For the most part, it was like student athlete, but I was rapping. I actually did a diss track on someone that did me dirty, and like that one kind of flew up in the air a little bit. Some
Hmm.
people at El Medina knew, some people at Foothill knew, and like everyone at my school, Villa Park, knew. So I kind of was on the map a little bit, but I didn't know what I had yet. I didn't know like the talents and the diversity that I had with it yet. I was just so focused, because the program at Villa Park was just crazy. Like our coach was insane. So it was like
Uh-huh.
7 days a week in the gym, doing chalk talk, watching the plays, studying. Like it was wild. So I didn't really have too much free time until my senior year. But I always knew I had like a little knack for it though, but not like all the way yet. You
Okay,
know.
at that point in time, were you like, "Hey, yo, I want to make"? You thought of making music as a career at that point, or nah, that was just something you like to do?
It was just something that I like to do. That's kind of what I'm trying to say in small words. Is back then it was just fun. I had did some shows, but it wasn't really like my focus or anything. I kind of wanted to just be an athlete and just be healthy and be in shape and get smart. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that's what I was trying to do. And then once football, I realized that wasn't gonna like scholarship me anywhere. I was like, you know what? Like I really, really, really like music. So I just
Uh-huh.
started just really, really taking off with it once I turned 18.
Sidetrack, like I did a little bit of digging. I found an old song of yours.
Oh
It was a
shit,
music
which one?
video. I think it was either called "Like This" or "Like That."
Like
You know which one
me,
I'm
like
talking?
me.
Like me, there, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even recognize you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a 100. I was like, yo, is this the right person? Like,
Bro, it's the beard, bro. I was 18. I was 18 in that shot. Shout out YC Films too. That was his first music video, and that was my first official music video too, with like actual
uh-huh.
hiring someone and all that. Man, bro, that was like the very beginning of the glow up right there. But little did
Oh,
I know.
word?
Yeah, there's no beard back then. I had a baby face, bro. I just figured out like my style and all that. That's crazy, bro. You really did some digging for that one.
No, yeah. I was like, is that him? Is that for real? Just another whim, or am I tripping? Did the
My little brother, bro.
musicals and all that?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's a classic, bro. I'll never take that one down. Shout out my boy King Zeus too. He made that beat too back then. That's crazy, bro. Damn, light bulb just went off in my head. That's crazy.
Nah,
That's why.
that's a throwback for sure.
Yeah, for real. That's a hit.
But So, would you characterize? Because I listen to some of your songs, and I would say it's a mixture of like rapping and like melodies, some melodic singing and stuff. Would you
Facts.
consider yourself a rapper or a singer, or if someone asks you like, "Yo, what do you do?" What do you say?
I mean, if I had to like kind of hyphenate it into one word, I would just say melody rapper, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you. I'm not really one or the other, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to rapping, like I came up rapping, like
Uh huh.
I didn't even know how to read a beat. I just came up just rapping, just bars, no hooks, just bars, like when I was in high school. And then I learned how to like read a beat, structure a song, and then I started singing like it's probably like a junior or senior. I started listening to like Wiz Khalifa and stuff, started getting more melodies and everything. And then now it's kind of like a mix of both. It kind of just depends on what the beat is. You know what I mean? Like if I hear a beat within 10, 15 seconds, it's either going to rap to me or it's going to sing to me or it's going to do
Mm-hmm.
nothing. And if it does nothing, it's next. You know what I mean? But if it sings to me,
Yeah.
then I'm going to start humming it. It comes out as gibberish first, but and then I kind of put the words in from there, and it kind of just depends on the day, bro, for real.
No facts. You think that's where the Russ comparisons come from? Because I've been seeing a
Yeah.
lot of like, oh, he's like Russ or blah, blah, blah. Do you
Yep.
take offense to that, or do you just like, hey, that's cool, whatever? Or what do you think?
Well, I mean, Russ is a GOAT, bro. So shout out Russ, bro. If you're gonna compare me to someone who's on Forbes list, that's cool with me, bro. That's cool with me.
Right?
I am not tripping on that, but I do see the comparisons, bro. Especially like when I have like the man bun. I be doing all kinds of different styles, but whenever I have the man bun, everyone's like, "Oh, it's Russ's like little brother, Russ's little cousin." I kind of see that, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
with the sound too, you know what I mean? There's not very many people that can do it like that. You know what I mean? So I do hear with like certain runs that I do, how it sounds kind of like the same subgenre of singing rap. I completely see that, but I just feel like a spade is a spade, bro. Like I just feel like I'm kind of my own thing. You know what I mean?
No, hey, facts. And going back, so you said like after high school is when you started taking music a little more seriously. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, for the career part, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. And so around that time, what was the scene, Orange County scene like, or were you just locked in doing your own thing, not really worrying about what's going on everywhere else?
I mean, it was kind of like I don't really remember, bro. To be honest, like right after high school, I think like Anaheim was probably like the most popping back then, as far as what I knew, because I was still kind of maneuvering, and realizing
Yeah.
who's who and like all the videographers and the podcasts and the producers and like all that. I didn't really have that all figured out yet. So for me, I was just performing a lot at this place in Anaheim. I was performing at Chain Reaction a lot. I was
Yep.
performing at a place called Mirror Image Studios, which is like a warehouse. They had it every month, and I was always up in there. So Anaheim really, really did me good. And then I got the plug at Observatory, and that's just when shit really just started taking off, when I was at the Observatory like every month opening up. So
Oh, word? How was that?
yeah, it's dope. It was dope. I miss it, bro. Like it's not what it used to be because Live Nation kind of bought out the previous, I guess, booking
Uh-huh.
agency under the Observatory, and I'm still in there. But now with the whole coronavirus, everything just kind of went to shit. But man, it was an experience, bro. Like if you scroll back on my on anything really on my YouTube, there's like recap
Uh-huh.
videos. I was performing with like Ray Shremmerd and like 2 Chainz and like
Oh, that's
backstage with him
hard.
and shit. Yeah, bro, that was probably the best. That was probably like one of the peaks of my career when I was just consistently at the Observatory and people were just constantly like, bro, like it's just a matter of time. So
Oh,
it was
fact.
dope.
And
It was
I
dope.
make music too, but one of my biggest fears was opening up at the Observatory, and here's why.
All right.
It was like a few years ago. I went with my homeboy to see Chief Keef, and I
Yeah.
don't know why, but they booked like 10 opening acts or something. You know what I
Too
mean?
many.
And it's like at this point, it's like getting close to midnight, and some dude comes on. He's like, "Hey, y'all ready to see Chief Keef?" And everyone's like, "Woo, yeah!" And then he's like, "All right, well, I got a few songs I want to do," and then they booed him straight off the stage.
Yeah, bro.
And it wasn't
No,
even
that's not
his
the way.
fault. Yeah. So I was like, damn. So that's ever since I was like, nah, I can't perform up there.
That's so funny, bro. That's funny because they really be like that, but you kind of have to be yourself up there. You can't really clout chase. It doesn't really work. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
work, bro. It doesn't work. At least at the Observatory, because I seen someone who was up there and he was like doing his thing or whatever, and he's like, "Y'all gonna catch me if I jump?" and no one screamed. And I was like, why would you jump,
They're like,
bro?
nah.
And he jumped, and I swear that shit cleared out, bro. And he went face first into the pavement, bro. So, like,
Dead
ever
ass?
since then, I'm like, bro, until I'm headlining this shit, you will never see me crowd surf, ever. Not at the observatory, bro.
Nah, hell nah. So
Yeah.
when you perform live, do you do any preparations? Do you rehearse at all, or you just go on there and just do your thing and don't even trip on nothing? Or what's that like mindset like?
The mindset is like, I don't know. I don't really get nervous, and it's crazy because when I was younger, I used to hate public speaking and doing all kinds of that shit. But I love performing music, bro, and hyping up a crowd. Like, but I don't know. I don't really know. It's been a while since I performed now because of all this BS. But
Oh yeah.
I just get excited. I mean, I like to rehearse a little bit, but I don't like to over practice because I still want it to feel warm. You know, I don't want it to feel kind of burnt. You know what I mean? But I do like to get on the same page with my DJ, whoever that is at the time, and just make sure that the cue points are on point. Make sure that, you know, like, you cut the beat right there so I could talk to him real quick. And when I say this, drop it. You know what I mean? So I make sure, like, the ones and twos is on point. But once the ones and twos is on point and we run through it like 2 or 3 times and it's a wrap, then it's a wrap, you know? And then I just kind of leave it at that and just kind of listen to it. It also depends on this. It depends on how new the song is. So if I just made a song last night, mixed and mastered it, and put it out, and I'm about to do a show, you know, this weekend with that song, I'm like, I'm gonna be bumping that shit all day, bro. Because like for me, it's hard for me to memorize stuff like within like a couple days. You get me? So, but most of the time I just perform the hits that I already know. So, you know, it's pretty simple.
No, and when you're recording, is that approach any different? Like, I know some people when they record, like say they go to the studio, they bring all their homies, they got drinks, they got weed, they doing the whole nine. With other people just by themselves, me and the engineer, that's all I need. Maybe one close homie that, you know, give me some feedback. What type of person are you?
Just me and my producer, and that's it. Me, my producer, and maybe the shooter. Because my girl, she shoots for me too, so she could come too. But for the most part, I don't like having a bunch of people there, a bunch of people that are loud, especially if there's no like soundproof booth. A lot of people just don't even begin to understand that the mics are sensitive and that you can hear everything, bro. You can hear like a rat through the wall. You know what I mean? So I feel like just the common person just doesn't have that common sense, which is okay. Like, it's no hard feelings, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to kick people out the studio if they're not respecting it. You know what I mean?
Studio etiquette, you know?
Yeah, and that will be your lesson. You getting kicked out by me. Like, then you'll never do it again, hopefully. But
He's told me you haven't kicked someone out before.
I have, bro. I had to, bro. I was like, bro, I understand. Like, my homie brought some girls through, and he didn't tell me. And I was like, that's cool. Like, you can always bring girls through, you know. But they just didn't get it. There's laughing and shit. And I was like, bro, I hate to be the asshole, bro, but can y'all like wait outside or something? Like, my future depends on this shit, you know? And it's like, even if it's not this track that's going to blow me up, it's all a stepping stone. So you kind of stepping on that is kind of like disrespectful. And I tried to be nice a couple times, and like they still don't understand, or they forget. So I'm just like, you know what, like I gotta cut you off for tonight. But for the most part,
just think it's chilling, and you just, you know, but you like look at it as work. Like, this is something like I gotta do. Like, it's not like a hangout spot, you know?
It's fun. Like, we could, you know, when we're playing it back, there's a time and place for that though. You know what I mean? So like when I'm playing it back and like the engineer's mixing it and everything, like, yeah, we could vibe, do like the Instagram, you know, TikTok, whatever's popping, do whatever you want. But if I'm recording, do not say anything. Like, do not even laugh. Turn your phones on vibrate. Like, I should start like having people sign shit before they come into the studio. You know what I mean? But I just kind of exit all out because like I've been engineering myself for like the last like 6 years. So I don't really need anyone. Like, I got my mic right here, dog. I got it right here.
Okay, is that a blue microphone? I see that.
Yeah, it's the blue baby bottle. I just feel like the high ends on it are really good for my voice, and it just picks it up really crisp. So, you know, and I got like the Logic and the Pro Tools on the laptop right here. So for the most part, it's just me, and then my producer will come in too, and he's the one that makes the beats. So we'll go through from scratch. Like, we'll go to Splice or whatever sample engine he has. And like, it'll be like a 5-second snippet. And I'll be like, that one right there. We'll drag it in and stretch it, flip it, chop it, screw it, whatever. And we just build it from the ground up right there. So I like to keep it real tight in the studio.
Damn, you saying you freaking engineer and stuff? You really on your rush
Yeah,
shit right now, dog.
for real. I don't talk about it every song though, but yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
All
I
right,
have
man.
to, bro, because I can make money off of it, and it saves me so much time, bro. Like if I want to wake up at 4 a.m, be like, bro, I just had a dream, and I can hear it right now. Like I need to get in the studio right now. I need to lay this hook down. I can do that. I don't have to hit up so and so and drive out nowhere. Like I could just plug in right here and just like get at least a reference track like off top at any time. So it's worth it.
Hey, facts. And let's transition to something that you brought that to my attention. Can you speak on the importance of investing in yourself? Because you have to invest in yourself to get, a microphone, Logic,
Yes.
invest time to learn how to engineer correctly. I know some young artists listening right now. I hope. What are some important things about investing in yourself that you could tell them about?
Yeah. I know they out there listening. It's worth it. It's not even really investing too much money because like, I mean, it's not really that expensive. Like this mic was probably like a couple $100s. I got the Scarlett, basic plug-in interface for like a couple
Yep.
$100, but it's really just wanting it that bad and just outsourcing because you don't need 10 people to make a song. You don't. You only need, one person really, to be honest with you. For me, two people because of the producer. But just keep it in house, you know what I mean? And really just kind of sharpen your skills because at the end of the day, I know skills is not that big of a piece of a pie as it used to be. It's all about like clout and numbers and image and all that shit. That's all important. That's what the new generation has on lock. But you also got to have the skills too to back it up because when you have the people come to you, then they're just going to fall off because you're not able to handle that in studio situation or that on camera situation.
Hmm.
So just keep doing it, and if you love it, just continue to do it and just continue sharpening every angle. You know what I mean? But specifically what you said was like engineering, it's worth it, bro. Take it from someone who engineers their own shit. Like you can put out music at your fingertips and there's no better feeling than that.
No, agreed completely. Because I always said, I don't remember who I heard it from, but it's like if you don't have money, one thing you do have is time. You can invest
Yes.
time. There's so much, especially in this day and age, there's so much tutorials on YouTube. There's so much information about damn near everything. You want to learn how to engineer, want to learn how to produce, want to get better at songwriting. Like all that information is there. If you want to learn how to read a contract, if you ever get one presented to you, you know what I mean? So I think it's just no
Dude,
excuse nowadays for these rappers. You know what I mean?
1000%, bro. Like I graduated from YouTube University, bro.
Facts.
For real. Like that's how I learned. That's literally how I learned, bro. Like I'll give away the gems. Who cares? Like it was when I was like 15, and one of my homies, Young Knobs, shout out Young Knobs, was in high school, and he brought me down to the studio, and his stepdad was an engineer, and from the very first time I ever stepped on a mic, he taught me, broke it down. These are layers, these are dubs, these are whatever. And then he sat down and showed me the EQ, the compression, the auto tune, if you use it, um, anything. And from there, I was just so interested in it that I just taught myself, you know what I mean? And it took a lot of years of putting shit out that didn't sound that good, but
Uh-huh.
I've been through the process of elimination, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, they'd rather just pay and leapfrog past all that. But once you got it, bro, it's priceless. So it's kind of whatever route you want to take, but I'm glad I took this one.
Agreed, agreed. And I got a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people didn't ask this question, but I want to know. Did Spec steal your song, dog?
I don't know. I seriously don't know. I don't even know, bro. You'd have to ask him that because he's the only one that really knows that, to be honest. It's the same exact beat. The cadence is like pretty much the same, but you'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. So I'm not gonna say he did. I'm not gonna say he didn't. It was crazy because like a fan sent it to me and was like, "Yo, isn't this like the same beat?" So I wasn't even the one that like even brought it out. It just kind of just like
Uh-huh.
leaked out, and like I was just kind of there because it was my song. So it's no hard feelings, but I feel like it could go either way. I feel like it's 50-50, bro. I mean, he told me he
No.
didn't, so if he wants to stand on that, then that's cool. Maybe he didn't, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know the answer to that one, bro. But it's
Hey,
no hard feelings. It's cool.
I yeah, I appreciate the honesty on that. And hold up, I got my notes here. Oh, so I did the podcast with Maserati last week, and we did review the song "Real Time."
Yep,
What inspired that track? I liked it.
that's a hit, bro. Shout out Sean Tug Music right quick, man. Yeah, that's my nigga now. He's dope. So shout out Juice Unlock too. Juice Unlock had posted him, and I was like, bro, this fool got some raw talent. And I noticed it didn't have as much likes as like all the other, I guess, people that are in the forefront of that page.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, this fool's like an underdog. This fool's underrated, bro. He got like only a few comments. I was like, man, I'm gonna add him. He's dope. And I love melodies, especially lately. So I was like, bro, maybe we could work out a little collab. So that's just what happened. He came down to the studio like a month after that, and he just laid it down first take. I was like,
Word? First, he one take that?
it was one take. It was one take.
Because that song was hard. I did
Really?
like that.
I appreciate that. And then he ended up having to leave because he had to handle some business. So he just came in. We did a photo shoot. We came in the studio. We were in there probably like 30 minutes tops. He's like, all right, I got something. Just laid it down. I was like, bro, all right, bet. I'm a write real quick. I write pretty fast too. But I was impressed after that. I was like, damn, bro, this fool just gassed that whole shit. Now I gotta gas it, bro. So it was the perfect. He ended right at the transition of the beat. So I didn't have to switch nothing up. I just laid my verse on and shit, mix and master that bitch, and it was rap, bro.
Are we expecting more singles from you? Or are you gonna do an EP, a project? Like what are we looking at in the future right now?
See, right. I go back and forth because I have 7 albums out.
Shit.
7 albums. Yeah. And there was a point in between the albums about last year, 2018, 2019, where I was like, I'm just going to do a marathon. I'm just going to just drop singles, because people these days don't really have, I guess, the attention span that they used to. It's pushed out as micro content now. You know, people only will pay attention for 15 seconds before they swipe. It's just the way it is now.
Yeah.
So I was like, a single is the closest thing to, I guess, a snippet, you know? So I'm just going to give it to them, you know, bite size instead of giving it to them like a whole buffet, because not everyone's that hungry for you yet. You know what I mean? So right now I just dropped Heartbroken Heartbreaker, which was like a full length album. And then I dropped a Stimulus package, which was like 4 tracks, which was kind of like the leftovers, but they were still hard. So I was like, bro, like I'm going to just drop that. But now I'm going to be doing singles. I'm going to be doing singles for a while until I go through something that my whole life is based off that theme. Then that's the only time you'll ever see me fall into like an album mode. But you'll never know when that hits. But as of right this second, just singles. I got like 10 in the vault right now ready to drop. I'm just working on the strategy.
No, agreed. I feel like nowadays, like people just like the singles, like you said, because their attention span, people's attention span is shorter. Like my mom tried to show me like not a music video, like a YouTube video or something, and I'm like, yo, this is 5 minutes long, Mom. I don't know if I can watch all this.
For real. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Because I've noticed it even in my own brain, bro. I'm like, damn, I really just swiped after 3 seconds, bro. Like, next, because it's so easily accessible. You could just swipe at any time. Mm-hmm. But you're judged. The algorithm is like judged based off of that. You know what I mean? So making shorter videos is way better, because I learned this about TikTok, right? So if you put out a 30-second clip on TikTok, right, and people watch 5 seconds of it and then swipe, that's a really low percentage, because they haven't watched all the way to the end because it's 30 seconds long. But if you put out a 10-second long video and then they watch 5 seconds of it, that's 50%. They've watched half of the video. So therefore, you're going to get boosted up, and it's going to get shown to more people that aren't following you, and more people will have a chance of liking it, sharing it, whatever. And then you get boosted to the next tier of like the internet. And I'm just really just studying that, because certain songs of mine have blown up at random times, and I don't even know why. I don't know why, and I'm trying to figure out like the method to the madness over here. So,
see, you dropping gems with that TikTok point. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, bro, it's facts, bro. I know a lot of people that are really kind of gurus with that shit, you know. So I kind of just take notes whenever possible. So take that. Take that.
And I got a 2-parted question. So it's like, what artist would you like to collab with locally, like someone around here? And then someone else who's like mainstream, who would you love to collaborate with?
Oh, shit. Locally, I don't know. I mean, I think it's typical to say like Fora and Young Pinch. Yeah. But I'd probably say both, because I feel like when I'm in like a happy mood, I kind of make music kind of similar to Young Pinch, where it's like a little bit of auto-tune, and it's just like super vibey and super wavy. And, you know, you feel like just cruising under the sun, smoking a blunt. But then there's other times where I get super deep with it, and I would love to get on like a Fora track. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So just depends on the day. But I guess on like a worldwide like spectrum, I'd probably say Drake, bro. I need my Drake feature. Everyone blows up after they collab with Drake, so I need that, bro.
Bro, if you had that Drake stimulus where you just hop on your track, do a remix to one of your tracks or something, you just going up, bro, from here, man.
It's a wrap. And then he's gonna steal your flow, but it's all good because you still got that collab.
You're gonna be moving to Calabasas or something after that.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, probably Drake, and then a close second, probably J. Cole. J. Cole's the man, bro.
Oh, I could picture you and J. Cole on a track too, going bar for
bar.
I could see that.
Because he does the same thing. Like, he could kind of sing and construct a song and compose music, actual music, but then he could gas a whole beat with just bars and facts and knowledge. So I guess I like to compare myself to that because that's just how naturally it comes out. Just depends on the day.
So question, what do you feel about the Orange County scene today? Because I know Noah told me about you, but I also seen you posted on Juice Unlocked a few times. And there's some other artists there too. So you think the Orange County scene going up right now, or what's your opinion?
As of lately, I think it's in a really good place. I think it's trending. I think it's trending, you know, in an upward direction right now. I wasn't too sure about it at one point, just because it seemed like there was just a whole lot of friction with a whole lot of people behind the scenes, whether people make it public on a page or not. So I was like, damn, bro, like this is just the music industry, bro. Like it's kind of grimy, and it's kind of like it's smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? But I feel like right now a lot of people are really stepping up to kind of say Juice County it's how do I put this, bro? It's got the potential to be up there with like in Atlanta, New York, you know what I mean? Or even like a Bay Area. You hear like a Bay Area type beat, you think of the Bay. You hear New York, you know, and you're just like, damn, that's grimy, that's New York, and like the whole new Pop Smoke wave. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Just all that, you know what it is when you hear it. And I know that Orange County has it, but I feel like the only advice that I could give to myself and anyone here is just continue to be yourself and be yourself more and more every day than you were yesterday, because individuality is what's going to get you out. You know what I mean? But lately, I see a lot of more people working together. Just there's power in numbers. And I just feel like sometimes we tend to stray away from that because everyone wants to be the Superman. But why can't we be, you know, the Avengers, bro? Like there's, you know, like you got like Superman, you got Batman, you got the Joker, you got Iron Man, you got all the whole players, bro. Like everyone can be a player. Just play your part and stop trying to step out of pocket, and everyone just do what they do, but still realize that there's power in numbers, and we can all make it out, and we can rise up. So I think it's going in the right direction though, for sure.
Hey, you hear that, Orange County artists? If you're listening, you know what I mean, collaboration, just fuck all those beef stuff. That shit's stupid. You know what I mean? Just work together. Like if one person goes up, the whole scene goes up. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like imagine if Young Pinch wasn't blown up yet and he was just one of us. You know what I mean? And then he blew up to where he is now, and we all knew him. Like that would be freaking dope. So you'll never know who's gonna come up. You know what I mean? So just keep it cool with everyone. Just keep it cool, bro, and we gonna go in the right direction.
Hey, facts. And yeah, so anything else you want to plug in? Anything we should look forward to?
It's more singles, bro. Just more heat. Oh, so I realized I did that like Kehlani remix. I'm probably gonna do a lot more remixes because I feel like
that was dope.
Thanks, man. People like appreciate something that they've seen before on like a high level, and then they're like, oh, I've seen that WIIM kid before. But if it's just my single, they might or might not click on it, right? But if they see, oh, WIIM remix Kehlani or whatever, like, oh, I think I heard that song. That's crazy. That shit just dropped last week. I'm gonna click on it. And then it kind of brings people, it gives them something else to enjoy rather than just, you know, my deep down like heart and soul, you know what I mean? So just more surface level shit, you know? But also I'm gonna come with like the deep shit too. So I don't even know, bro. I'm just stacking right now. You'll see.
That's what I like to hear.
Y'all will see. Y'all will see.
Hey, man, if you ever drop a single or album or EP or anything, let me know. We'll get you on the podcast again.
Of course, bro. I appreciate that, bro. 1,000. I'm actually, I think I'm gonna start like next week or something. So we'll see.
Okay, hey, be on the lookout for that. Everyone heard that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know where to find me.
All right, hey, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. One love. 714. Yeah.
All right, this is Tre Hendrix. We out.
Yes, sir.